Hello, here we come to part 2, vocabulary, phonics, and grammar for the final exam revision. Before I start, I have to mention something very important. Because the similarity between you and in grade 5 and some lessons in grammar, you can watch this video and at the same time you go back to the second one, or sorry, to grade 5 one, and you look at the grammar part because it is similar. It talks about negatives, adjectives, and so on. If not, this one is enough. If you want extra, you go and watch the grade 5 video of part 2. Okay, so let's start. Of course, these are the topics covered in the exam and practice book for the vocabulary words and the phonics and the grammar. Okay, here we start with the vocabulary words. I said you can go to the school site, to your file as a grade 6 student, your class grade 6, and you find handouts. You will find the vocabulary, the 2 vocabulary sheets for the exam there. You can revise the meaning of each, but I'll just move in a quick on all the words. Disposed as it has many meanings actually, but here in the book, the one that used, if you remember the pizza and the picture, that means here it means to choose, to decide on this thing, to like it, to admire it the most. Eavesdropping, we said then when we listen to someone talking to someone else and you keep your ear with them, so you are listening to their talks, and this is something wrong. Come to the third word, which is fortied. I told you we don't say it fortitied. No, we say it fortied, and it means the courage, bravery, the good or the strength. So bravery or strength. No need to write them, so just keep ears and you will know the words. Indefinite, which means limited or not limited. Indefinite, it means limited. Indefinite, that means it is undefined, or we say unlimited. Stoop, we said it is a platform, okay, where you sit on in front of your house door and so on. Come to retaliation, we said it is kind of revenge. Someone did something bad for you, you go and do something for him too. You give it back to him. So this is retaliation. It's kind of revenge. Come to the word rigors, and we said it is kind of adversity, or it is kind of a strength. It is same as fortitude. It is a strength. It is harshness, hardness, intensity on something, strength, exert effort, more effort on something. And we come to undaunted. We said it is a scared, afraid. That means opposite of the word courage. He is undaunted, that means scared or afraid. Move to the second lesson. So undaunted is not, that means not scared, that means courage. He has courage. Go to the second one. We come to the word audacity, and we said brave action. Deception, if you remember the tag that's written on it, $99, for example. They didn't say the 100, just it's kind of deception, cheating. Okay, desolate, it is a plain place like desert. Exploits are uses, and we said that it has many meanings. One of them is to utilize something, use somebody. So it is utilize, or we say use, take advantage of. And word oblivious, here it is, oblivious, and it means insensible, inattentive, unthinking, unaware. So oblivious, it is unaware. He is not seeing things clearly, not seeing clearly, unaware. Sombre is sad or depression. Come to the word steadfast, and it means stable, insisting on something. So steadfast is firm, stable, determined to do something, to succeed or to achieve something. So we say he is a steadfast person. Valiant, and we all know that it is kind of courage and brave too. He is valiant, that means courage. He is a brave. You go back to the book, you will find the meaning of each word. Again here, please, sorry, undaunted is an unscared, unafraid. Okay, that means not afraid. Let's move to some phonics lessons for the exam are only suffixes. We have suffixes, different or many suffixes, and each will change the meaning and also the part of a speech. And instead of being a verb, it will be a noun and maybe changed to an adjective. And if not adjective, it will be an adverb, and so on. So this is what is meant by parts of a speech. Like example, love, I love you. This person is lovable. It is changed to be an adjective or a noun. Important, performance, legible. Okay, it comes from the word perform. Okay, we have many suffixes, ends, and able. In exam, maybe I'll ask you to give me words with different suffixes. So you will use one with able, but the second one should not be with able. Again, you use able, and, ends, or ands. Grammar to grammar. Adjectives and adverbs, we explained them million of times in a class. Adjectives, it modifies a noun. A beautiful girl, a colorful skirt. And we have articles could help to identify the adjective and the noun after. It answers the question of the size of the color, number, shape, and how matter. In comparative and superlative form, than is a keyword that help you to know the comparative, and the before the adjective is for the superlative, the the best student in a class. I can't say the goodest student, so good, better, best. Okay, so this is a regular form of adjective. And you know, when we have a long or long word that means of 2 syllables or more, we use more in comparative form, and most. More beautiful, I can say beautifuler, most beautiful. As for the adverbs here, commonly end with ly, usually quickly, slowly, and so on. You can know them with the questions like where, when, and how, and then the comparative form as the adjectives. But when you find ly with it, that means you add more or must. This is a regular form. Prepositions, we said, usually answer the questions where and when. We walked aboard the ship. Where? Aboard, this is preposition. She walked toward the teacher. So toward or toward is the preposition. Now on the second page we will explain the object of a preposition and the prepositional phrase. Object of preposition and prepositional phrase. We said that a phrase means many words together, but they are not a sentence. phrase are group of words together. Group of words together. I looked under my bed. Where? Under. So I use different colors to differentiate between them. Under is the preposition. The green is for the name or the noun that comes after the preposition, which is bed, object of a preposition. And most commonly, it is a noun or a pronoun. And we come to the prepositional phrase. It starts with the preposition and end with the object of preposition. The second one the same. My friend jumped where? Over the bushes. Over. The noun is bushes or bushes. And the prepositional phrase is over the bushes. It starts with the preposition and ends with the prepositional phrase. We have many exercises done. You can go to the site and find it there. Come to negatives. They are words like no, not, and, neither, nor. Don't forget that neither nor, we can have them in the same sentence. That means in the two clauses. Like neither you will go to the party nor Mia will go to the party. Neither you are going nor her is going. Something like this. You keep them two in the same sentence. So here we can't say that it is with these words, we can't say that it is double negatives. No, they are two clauses, so it is fine to put them both. And we have negatives, but they are not written with a no or not, but they mean few. That means almost no, like barely, scarcely, hardly. Some positives like any, anywhere, anyone, anybody, and we can use these positives to replace the negatives. I'll give you example down here. Avoid double negatives. Here we have an example. She didn't buy anything. She bought nothing. You know, the main sentence was she didn't buy nothing. Here, negative and no. So as I told you up, I can change the negative into positive. Here it is, anything. Come down, we have three sentences. Let's do them. I don't have no reason to complain, but I still do. Don't, negative, and no. One of them should be cancelled. I don't have reason to complain, but I still do. So I cancel no, and I can put instead any. I don't have any reason to complain. Or I can say I don't have a reason to complain, but I still do. Jane hasn't hardly even acknowledged me today. This is the negative. And I have a word also. It is not with not, but it is also negative. I could not keep them both. One of them should be cancelled. Jane hasn't even acknowledged me today. So I can cross hardly, or the second way I can say Jane hardly acknowledged me today. And forget about has hardly. Forget about the N apostrophe T. And I say has hardly even acknowledged me. I don't not think. Don't do not. We have to cancel one. I don't think. One of them should be cancelled.